I'm going to read a story called Ken's Story, and in case it might not come across, this is a radio broadcast, so everything that's going on here is on a radio, and not a true story. Kelly cued me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I started. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of Radio 54.8, This is Hot, live from the studios. I cued in the short intro jingle. After it ended, I began speaking in the microphone in a peppy radio voice. As I mentioned earlier, this is a special edition. Why? Because I'm going to tell you a special story about me and my best friend. For that reason, this broadcast is titled My Best Friend and I. His name comes first because of grammar issues, but this story is about him, so I guess you can give him some attention. Before I start with the story, I want to give a shout out to those who are in the studio. We have our producer, Mr. Kelly, my best friend's mom, Jane, my best friend, Ken, and me, Caitlin. Okay, that's a lie. My best friend, Ken, couldn't make it for this broadcast, but I'm sure he's here in spirit. So let's get started. I've known Ken since high school, which isn't that long, just 5 years, but what an amazing 5 years it was. Ken and I were something special. A teacher paired us up together for a project, and as we got to know each other, we connected instantly. It was as if we had known each other our entire lives. We started hanging out with each other together, called ourselves BFFs, nothing more, nothing less. We would meet up a lot, like at least 5 times a day, but I swear I have never been bored in his presence. Towards the second year of this friendship, he started getting hotter, and therefore landing him more girlfriends. I was completely supportive, of course. I gave him tips and everything. Notice how I use plural in girlfriends? Man, he was never satisfied with just one girl. They always lacked something in him. I found that really amusing. His tragedies were my comedies, as he described it. But he got his chance at comedy too. I never had a boyfriend, and he found that extremely amusing. He'd call me a loser, and as soon as I'd release my crocodile tears, he would give me a good tight hug. I love his hugs so much. Kelly gave me an encouraging smile. I shook my head and started in a peppy tone again. Anyway, recently, maybe a few months ago, he found a girlfriend. Yes, my friends, he found one who was completely flawless. He couldn't believe his luck. And you know what? He was right. That girl was amazing. She was nice to everyone. She was beautiful. She had amazing hair. She was so perfect. He started spending more time with her than me. I was okay with it at first, but I started getting lonely. How can I have fun without him? He's my best friend. I never did anything without him. I guess he realized that too, so he set me up with this guy, Brandon. Before I continue, I want to mention that Brandon is a really sweet guy and is available as far as I know. Why is he single? Because things didn't work out between us. My fault, not his. The thing with Brandon was the dates were like textbook perfect. I should have loved the dates. I should have loved him. But the problem was I was in love with someone else. Yep, you guessed it. I'm in love with my best friend in the whole wide world. I'm in love with Kenny. Exclaiming it like that felt good, but it didn't matter. I continued talking. Ken was everything to me. I don't know why it took so long to realize it. I could be wrong, but I think I know the definition of love now. You don't know how to love someone for a long time. Love is a moment of realization. Love is when you realize that they are the only person who can give you happiness. This one particular feeling of joy that no one else can give to you. Love is when you realize that you can't live without this other person, and suddenly your life feels incomplete. And it's when you can let out a huge sigh and say, damn, I love him so much. So when did I realize this? Well, Ken was on a date with this perfect girl. Wow, I can't even keep the jealousy out of my voice. But I'm the kind of girl that does something. I wasn't going to sit back while my love was with another because, so there was a high chance that he would leave me because, I ruined our friendship and he wouldn't leave his flawless girlfriend. But maybe he would. It didn't matter. I felt like I should tell him anyway. Kelly signaled me to take a short break. I nodded and spoke into the microphone again. We're going to take a short break, and I will continue the story about my best friend. Don't go anywhere, and feel free to send us email with your thoughts. I queued in a line of advertisements waiting to be aired and sighed. I smiled at Ken's mom and asked, "Are you okay?" She nodded and gave me a brave smile. "You're a sweetheart for doing this," she said. I said, I'm doing this because I love him and I owe it to him. She said, I'm sure he's listening and he's probably waiting for those damn commercials to end. I blew her a kiss, drank some water, and started the show again. Welcome back, my listeners. For those who tuned in late, this is Caitlin with a special edition called My Best Friend and I. If I had to throw grammar to the wind, I would really put my name first. So, where were we? Right, I was going to confess to my best friend that I was so in love with him. I had nothing planned, really. I would just go up to him and say, Ken, you're my best friend, and I don't know how you feel about me, but I'm in love with you. Simple enough, right? In my head, he dished perfect girl, carried me bridal style, and took us home. But here's what happened. I called him up and told him I had something important to tell him. I don't think he read much into what I told him, but he said that he would come over as soon as he could. He was at the mall buying his girlfriend a gift for their anniversary. What a waste of money. Or maybe he would give it to me. But I never got the gift. I never got to tell him that I loved him. He never came home. This is what happened that day. He was walking in the streets when he saw a little girl across the road. A car approached her and she didn't seem to realize it. He rushed to shove her out of the way, but he got hit by the car himself. My poor Kenny. I glanced at Jane and noticed her crying. I controlled my tears and continued. It's another case of drinking and driving, but the driver is getting away with this because he's a rich kid. This isn't really fair to my Ken. Ken didn't deserve to die. Not now. Not when I had the biggest truth to tell him. Not when his mom needed him. Not when it was his anniversary the next day. He didn't have to go. Ken's story did make the newspapers, but it didn't have the impact that it should have. I don't want that bastard thinking just because he has money, he can go around driving and killing people. This is an awareness broadcast. Please don't let something like this happen again. Please don't let that rich kid get away with it for Ken's sake. Ken couldn't join us in the studio because he isn't physically here. That is all for this broadcast. Have a great day. This is me, Caitlin, signing off. I cued in the exiting jingle. The first voice I heard was Ken's mom. She said, I'm so proud of you, darling. I smiled and said, I'm proud of him.